Hey guys, it's your girl Shalae and I'm back today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing how to remove medical debt from your credit report. Now, more than 1/3 of adults reported that over the previous year, either they or a family member had problems with paying their medical bills, and even they had been contacted by a collection agency or had to change their way of life just to pay the bills that they had accumulated in 2020. Now, we know the year 2020 was one for the books. Of that medical debt, they were paying off more than $4,000 or more. So if this is you, or you have some medical debt that you need to get off your credit report, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friends. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the big old red subscribe button down below when you're in, just like that, mama. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like because you love me bringing this content to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, many of us could not have predicted that 18 months ago that the pandemic would linger into the fall of 2021. Like, when are you leaving? Like, you're no longer welcome here. What is going on? And the financial impact of many Americans will continue eventually when the pandemic decides to leave. Roughly 1 in 7 U.S. residents with a credit record has medical debt in collections. Now, hospitals have ways to keep people from joining the ranks of going into the collections, which these programs include like income-based discounts, payment plans, and they can even help you find insurance or waive a bill or writing it off as charity care. Now, the Affordable Care Act mandated that nonprofit hospitals provide financial assistance to people with low levels of income, and many for nonprofit hospitals, they do the same. So I'm saying all this to say most medical debt in the United States could be forgiven immediately. And hospitals often do post information available online, like how you can utilize these programs. But a lot of times we just don't know how to do it, right? We don't know how to fill out the application, which that moves me to the first point. I need for you guys to go ahead and sign up for a nonprofit organization. Now, there are so many nonprofit organizations that do not charge for their services to help you remove the medical debt from your credit. This is not the same thing as a credit repair agency. An organization I would recommend is $4. Jared Walker is the owner of the nonprofit $4, and he helps people with medical debt. Now, in January, he posted a TikTok that went viral. I mean, over 20 million views, where it teaches you how to search for medical assistance on hospital websites.
What's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know?
Most hospitals in America are nonprofits, which means they have to have financial assistance or charity care policies. This is going to sound weird, but what that means is that if you make under a certain amount of money, the hospital legally has to forgive your medical bills. Let me show you how this works. Type in the hospital name with financial assistance after it. Should be the top link. Let's check. What you want to do is look for financial assistance applications and policies. Let's check the policy. From here, what you're looking for is a sliding scale benefits. So right here, 0 to 300% of the federal poverty guidelines, they will forgive 100% of your medical bills. So you can see here that 300% of the federal poverty guidelines is $37,470. So if you make under that amount, the hospital will legally forgive your medical bills. And if you're a larger household, you can check it out from here. If you want to test it out, I run a nonprofit that does this. So DM me and I will actually do it for you. Let's see if we can crush those medical bills.
Now, at the $4 website, you can submit your information to see if you qualify for assistance for free. Now, the process can take a few months, but it's worth it if you get approved. And the fact that the organization helps you through every step of the process is so worth it. So submit your information, see if you qualify, and then if it does get removed from your credit report, that means you will now get an increased score. So definitely sign up for it. The next way is to go ahead and negotiate your payment or apply for medical grants. Now, this option is great if you have a few dollars that you can put towards your debt. However, I understand that more than half Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So I found a few grants that can help you out. Now, to help patients with unexpected expenses due to a medical event, Aflac is giving away $1 million in CARES grant funds to families and communities to help close the wealth and the health gap through the end of 2022. We all know that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so they're giving away $100,000 to individuals experiencing medical debt. Now, to show their support for the battling diseases of all forms of cancer, illnesses, injuries, individuals can receive $5,000 to help them focus on recovery and not finances. So to submit for a CARE grant, or you can even nominate someone, you can visit aflac.com/care through this entire month and share your story. So that's a free $5,000 to share your story, and it will continue until the end of 2022. Also, go ahead and check for like your state grant money as well. For example, like in Washington, the city of Edmond is offering household support grants. So qualifying Edmond residents who need help meeting or continuing needs with ongoing effects of the pandemic, you can receive up to a $2,500 grant. Now, this grant can be used for anything like rent, medical expenses, car repairs, build, or even household expenses. They do have two criteria for eligibility. One, you must be a resident in the Edmond city limits, and your household must earn no more than 40% of the Edmond's median income. Now, there is an income breakdown depending on your household size. So like a family of 4 couldn't make more than $42,000 versus a family of 1 can't make no more than $32,000, roughly around like $31,700. But if your household meets the criteria, then you can definitely fill out an application that's $2,500 that can go towards your medical expenses, and once again get that removed from your credit report to go ahead and boost that score. Now, medical bills can be sent to collections even if you are paying them. So let me go ahead and put that disclaimer out there, because if you are making payments, if the payments are too small or they're late or they're missing payments, sometimes the organizations will go ahead and send them to collections. So if you set up a payment plan with like any medical provider, or you negotiate a payment, honey, get it in writing. If it's not in writing, it did not happen, okay? So medical bills cannot be sent to collections earlier than the predetermined set of time, and it just depends on your healthcare facility or even your state, because some states give 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, or 180 days. It just depends on your lender. So make sure you know how long that waiting period is, as well as what to expect if you do start making payments. So I don't want you to negotiate a payment and thinking that they won't send it. Technically, they can still send it, but we're going to try to get a grant, or you're going to fill out your Afflex story. You're going to do something that way you don't have to worry about paying this out your own pocket. All right, so next, you can go ahead and submit a letter of goodwill. Now, in a goodwill letter, you ask the creditor that reported your late payments to remove the derogatory remark from your credit reports. So maybe you had like a change of circumstances or some type of financial hardship, or maybe you were in the hospital due to, COVID. Then in your letter, you will explain like your situation, your goal, why you missed your payment, why the creditor should wipe this from your credit report. Now, a strong goodwill letter will ask the creditor to empathize with you. You're very pleasant, courteous, and you also take responsibility for your missed payments or your lack of payment to demonstrate, hey, you wanted to stay current, or you'll be better with your bills in the future. So it's better like if you can pinpoint like a specific event. For example, maybe you lost your job or you were laid off due to the pandemic, but also show on there where you had like a track record of paying your payments. Keep the letter short, keep it sweet. It's not a guarantee, because a lot of people have become hip to these letter of goodwills, but you can send in like, look, I want to pay y'all. It's just due to right now. Like, I lost my job. I don't have the money to pay you. Sometimes they will go ahead and remove it, or maybe they have different programs. It's not a guarantee, but that's why I would go ahead and more focus on the grants, because there's a lot of grants, especially if you were hospitalized due to the pandemic. There's a lot of programs out there that are giving money for medical bills, or even some insurance companies are waiving some of that debt. So before it even hits your credit report, you can do that as well. Or if you're on the opposite end and it's already on your credit and you're like, girl, it's on my report, I need it removed, then that's where you need to apply for some of these grants. But I'm always going to go ahead and refer you back to the first option, and that is the nonprofit organization. There are plenty of nonprofit organizations that know how to navigate these credit streets. Go ahead and sign up for $4. This is not a sponsored video, but they have helped millions of people remove medical debt for their credit report. So let me know, what have you done? Do you have medical bills on your credit report? Is it hindering you from buying a home or getting a car? Or what would you do if this debt was removed? Have you tried a credit repair agency? I do not suggest that at all, but you know, different strokes for different folks. Let me know all that down below. I would love to read about it. And as always, thank you so much for tuning into my videos. Go ahead and grab a copy of my ebook where I teach you how to build your brand on YouTube, as well as, you know, make this money on YouTube, because it is very lucrative as well. And that's all I got, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.